about you guys?" he asked. "Do you also study acting?" Adam answered first, and I was grateful he did. He's always been so comfortable talking to strangers. Always had that loud voice and big energy that makes it easy to imagine him on a stage or in front of a camera. No, he said, flashing his perfect smile. "Well, I did the teen conservatory at the Stella Adler, but that was last summer." Tishkai answered with a satisfied nod, even as my stomach sank lower and lower. That was only one of the programs Adam has done. He didn't even mention all the weekend workshops he's been to, or the other conservatory he did last year at a different acting studio. Ma and Pa can't afford that kind of stuff, but I've been learning too, from YouTube videos, from blogs, and from Adam himself. I've always liked to think I'm just as talented as him, but when he and Tishkai turned toward me, I felt more insecure than ever. In that moment, it became so obvious. The fact that next to Adam, I'm quiet. Next to him, I'm short, less talented, less prepared. I cleared my throat. I've never taken actual lessons, but I've learned in other ways. "Yeah," Adam said. "Matt's super talented." The blonde guy's mouth twisted downward. "Well, don't be too hard on yourself if you don't get it," he said to me. "I don't think they're looking to cast an ethnic actor for this role anyway." Adam froze beside me. "What?" My hands started sweating. My mind went blank. I couldn't think of anything to say. I couldn't think of anything at all. The blonde guy slumped his shoulders, shifting awkwardly on the spot. "No offense," he said, looking down at his feet. "I mean, I'm sure you're talented, but, you're a little too ethnic?" I spat. "Listen, I'm sorry. I was just trying to make small talk to pass the time. We can all just go back to waiting." He turned his back on us and crossed his arms. "He's an idiot," Adam whispered to me. "Don't let him get in your head. You're gonna kill the audition. We both will." But I didn't. How could I? When I was carrying all that anger inside me. I stumbled the second I walked into the audition room, and I was 2 lines into my monologue when I choked. I managed to remember the next line, to finish the piece, but when I was done, the casting director thanked me with a stone face, and I knew right at that second that I hadn't gotten it. I take the last tortillas out of the box and slap them on the shelf. Then, I pat all the piles to make sure they look even. I know how much the store means to Ma and Pa. They opened Adela's corner store almost 10 years ago, and it's the reason why we can afford to pay rent and buy clothes and put food on the table. I used to think I was destined to take over from them when the time came, but it's been a while since I started dreaming of something different, and I'd never looked back. Until today. What if it never happens? What if I can't make it as an actor because I don't look like the other guy standing in that line? Or because my parents haven't been able to pay for private lessons? Or because even if my grades and SAT scores were good enough to get into Tisch on a scholarship, we might still not be able to afford the tuition? My thoughts are interrupted by the sound of the bell at the front door. It rings so many times in a day that I've learned to tune it out. But there's something about the sound of heavy boots walking into the store, 2 pairs at least, that captures my attention. I hear muffled voices near the checkout counter. That's pretty common too. When customers lower their voices like that, it's almost always because they're asking where they can find condoms or laxatives or hemorrhoid treatment. But then I hear something that sends a chill running down my back. "We're looking for Ernesto Garcia." Whoever's looking for Pa has a strong, deep voice. I move quietly toward the counter, wanting to see what he looks like. From behind the last aisle, I sneak a peek at the 2 men standing there. Erica, one of the girls my parents hired to help out, is behind the counter, staring back at them with a blank look on her face. He's not here," she stammers. "Do you know when he'll be back?" asks the second man. I know exactly what they are. They're wearing bulky black jackets with the letters ICE printed across the back. Erica shakes her head. "No idea," she says. "He might not be back at all today." There's a long moment of silence, or at least it seems long to me. It's as if time has stopped. I'm frozen, unable to move, unable to think, unable to even feel anything. I'm holding my breath, waiting, praying for these men to just turn around and leave.